In today's video, we're flying Air Tahiti Nui business class to French Polynesia. Starting from SFO, we'll catch a flight to LAX to get to PPT. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. We booked our Air Tahiti Nui flight using Alaska Miles, and since there isn't a direct flight from SFO, it included a repositioning flight from LAX. At SFO, we checked out the new Alaska Airlines Lounge in Terminal 1. It's huge and spans 11,000 square feet with plenty of seating, a coffee bar, a buffet area, and a contemporary bar. Of course, you'll also find the famous pancake printer here. I love the modern design of the lounge, and it wasn't crowded at all when we visited. If you want to learn more about Alaska Miles or cards that earn Alaska Miles, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. The flight from SFO to LAX is about an hour. Domestic first class is kind of like a giant lazy boy seat in the sky. It's not a lie flat seat unless you book specific planes and it's going cross country. Air Tahiti Nui business class gets access to the Star Alliance Lounge at LAX. The lounge is huge and covers 18,000 square feet and includes an indoor and outdoor terrace. There's a buffet spread that includes a noodle bar, but it was just okay since the soup was barely hot. You're probably better off sticking with the hot buffet items. We had a 3-hour layover and caught up on work before hopping on to the next flight. Welcome aboard Air Tahiti Nui business class. Right off the bat, they do give you a floral welcome flower that you can put behind your ear. For welcome drinks, you have a choice of champagne, orange juice, or a Mai Tai. The cabin is a 222 configuration because this is a honeymoon destination, so more than likely than not, you're going to have a lot of couples traveling together. Let's do a quick seat tour. Right off the bat, we have the lie flat seat. As you can see, the footwell is really narrow, smaller than most other business class spaces, and right below, there's going to be a compartment to store your shoes. So if you are on the taller side, or if you have like really big, wide feet, it might be a little claustrophobic for you. Right on the side is going to be a storage compartment for media. You can see there's a lot of magazines in here, and there's also a water bottle. Right next to that is going to be the remote control. So that's going to control the entertainment system. Right above that is going to be the seat control. So this is a full lie flat seat. And right in front is in-flight entertainment, plus USB charger and a hook for coats and a shelf. In the middle console, you'll also find plugs. So 2 plugs here, 1 for each seat, and then also the life jacket. The cabin is showing its age, so you can see like even on the armrest, there's a lot of wear and tear, some markings on the seats, and the ground crew didn't really do a good job of cleaning up. So in the footwell on the bottom, there are a lot of crumbs, which are not mine. Just got the lunch menu, let's take a look. So the appetizer is going to be a duck liver pate tartlet with red wine poached pear. Starter is going to be a crab crumble roll with radish pickles, chickpea salad, carrot puree, olive and honey. And then for the main course, there is a choice of codfish or duck leg confit. Or if you want the vegetarian option, there is mushroom risotto. And dessert is mango passion fruit and coconut crisp. Sounds pretty good. And then looks like towards landing, you do have the option to get a hot light meal. So that's going to be mixed greens, and then the main is going to be mushroom bruschetta. Each seat does come with a few goodies. There's an amenities kit, pillow, headphones, and a bottle of water. Headphones are on the lighter side. I don't think these are the heavy-duty noise-canceling headphones. Oh wait. There's a power button, so looks might be deceiving. I'll try this later and let you know how it goes. Let's unbox the amenities kit. We have a hairbrush, mouthwash. The lotions are all going to be from Havia, exclusively for Air Tahiti Nui. So they come in this cute little pouch. It's going to be lip balm, hand cream, and face cream. Pair of socks and an eye mask. Dental kit, earplugs, lens wipe, and a pen, which is super handy since they just passed out immigration forms. Pre-meal drinks are here. This little goodie is going to be the Tahitian punch. It is alcoholic, so let's try it out. Ooh, that's dangerous. It's really fruity, and you can barely taste the alcohol on this. So the good news is that I do actually plan on sleeping on this flight because we do have early morning, so this will help out a lot. I also did get some sparkling water. These are pretty good. Kind of reminds me of savory breadsticks. It's also a tart pear on top, and tartlet is right there with the duck pate. Pretty good. Pear's not too sweet, and the duck pate is savory. Okay, the starters are here, and it looks pretty good. Crab roll's pretty good. Outside wrap is going to be radish, and then the inside is going to be stuffed with a ton of crab. All right, let's try the carrot parade. If you like chickpeas and quinoa, then you'll like this one. Definitely prefer the crab over the chickpea though. Olive bread has lots of olives in it. I do like how the bread is still warm though. I'm gonna save the mango cake for dessert. I'm gonna finish the starter here and catch up with you on the main entree.
A few moments later.
Okay, the main entree is here, and I ordered the codfish, and Seb has the duck. Right off the bat, I think the duck does look better because there's more colors on a plate. So here we have like different shades of tan plus some tomatoes. But the most important part is going to be, how does it taste? I'm actually impressed. It's nice and flaky. Yeah, there's still like a tiny bit of a crust to it, so it's not like mushy. And that's really hard to do, especially when you're serving things on a plane, because I've had my fair share of fish on a plane and some of it's just not good. But this is actually impressive. The side here is going to be parsnip puree, so it kind of tastes like a carrot puree, except it's tan colored. The yellow sauce here is a sage pineapple sauce, which adds a new dimension to the fish. Okay, let's try some Seb's duck. It sounds like it came out of the oven. So the duck dish is also pretty good, regardless of which dish you get. If it's cooked properly, then I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Just a personal preference if you want fish or duck. Finally, we have dessert. So it's going to be this little mango cake. Mango mousse cake is one of my favorites, and this is a pretty good mango mousse cake. Overall, it's a pretty solid meal service. And dining tray is going to be here. Each seat does have a storage, and it's going to be right here. So you just put anything you want in this cubby, and it's going to be to the left. So Sebastian also has stuff. Don't put your bread there. Okay, so apparently it's like a little chipmunk that wants to store his food for later. I already have a bag of bread for him. Alright, let's try in the headphones. These are definitely the most uncomfortable headphones I've ever worn. So there's not much padding on the side, and it's kind of like an odd shape. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but it doesn't like completely cover my ear, and there's like a space right here, which is really odd. The plug for this is going to be in the storage. I didn't see this before, but once the chair is fully reclined to the lay flat position, there's actually more controls. So there's a light switch and then more seat controls that are hidden when it's fully upright. In case you're curious, this is what the business class bathroom looks like. So there is a full-length mirror, baby changing station, full-size hand creams, face wash for you to use, nice little flowers here, automatic toilet flush, and an automatic sink. This is a pretty narrow seat. My feet actually touch here. So if you did, for some reason, have giant feet, it might get a little uncomfortable. And then also, if your shoulders are a lot wider, it might not be as comfy. So for me, you can't really roll around, or there's like not much space to even spread out. Pretty narrow, lie flat seat. Oh, okay, well, I guess that helps. Apparently, you can lower this down. But I guess my fear would be rolling over into the aisle, or maybe an aisle cart comes by and hits me. So there's that. For that reason, I'm going to keep that side armrest up because I don't want a random cart coming by and hitting me. It's about 1 hour and 40 minutes before landing, and it's time for the hot light meal. In the corner is going to be the salad, which is the mixed greens with shaved fennel and cherry tomato. And the hot main course is going to be the mushroom bruschetta with tomato, Cantal cheese, Parmesan shavings, and cherry tomatoes. There's also side of fruit wedges, and this time we have regular bread. Let's dive into the bruschetta. It's still really hot, so I'm just going to cut this with a fork and knife. Since everything is nice and hot, it's kind of like waking up to a warm hug. Yeah, it's nice and comforting. Let's try the salad. We have some olive oil and balsamic. Salad is exactly what you'd expect. I'm going to wrap up here and see you in a moment. Overall, we really enjoyed our flight. Service was great, food was pretty good, and it is a nice lie flat seat, so you do get some rest before landing in Tahiti. You do have a few options when you're flying from the West Coast to get to Tahiti, and Air Tahiti Nui is one of them. One thing to be aware of is that because it takes off in the afternoon, you do get there at 9:40 at night. So if you're trying to have at least half a day in Tahiti or commute to Bora Bora right after this, but it's going to be really tough. So if that's your plan and you want daylight when you land, I'd probably pick another flight. But if you're okay having one night in Tahiti, then this could be a good fit for you. All right, and that wraps up the video. If you made it this far, leave a flower emoji in the comments below and I'll try to respond and heart it. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on this business class flight and would you take it? Let me and everyone else know in the comments below. See you in the next one.